is so hard.
So if you're a person to wear eyeshadow.
So yeah, y'all, this is how it looks, y'all. This is how me following De'Ara's makeup tutorial came out.
Oh, chain, and I like you do your thing. Huh. Don't know where you gonna go. Looking good from head to toe.
What up, dope? Y'all, so today I'm back with a very dope video. I'm going to be doing my makeup like De'Ara does her makeup. So I'm going to be literally following along every single thing that she does in her makeup for my makeup. So this is going to be super dope. It's super crazy, y'all. I'm from Detroit, Michigan originally, but I came to Atlanta like 2.5 years ago.
Hello.
What better video to do than a video following along her method of doing her makeup? So as y'all know, I do my own makeup a lot, but I'm really excited to see how my makeup looks if I follow her tutorial step by step. But what I was about to say was, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Being here in Atlanta, I hear so much that I look like De'Ara. So it's just kind of funny, me moving from Detroit to Georgia. I didn't used to hear that much until I got here in Atlanta. I guess because she's so popular here and probably in a lot of other places and things like that. But in Atlanta, I think it's like the thrill factor that maybe she lives here and that they feel like they can see her. I was like, shit, let me go ahead and follow her makeup tutorial. I think it's super dope. She's very beautiful, dope artist. Her styling is crazy. So let's hop straight into this video.
Back with another freaking video, and y'all already know what time it is. If you read by the title, and if you've seen the title, if you've seen the thumbnail, then y'all already know what this video is about to be.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my moisturizer, y'all.
I apply this.
I'm using the green tea moisturizer.
All around my face. I rub it in.
Doing my moisturizer.
And sometimes I only use this moisturizer when I'm doing my makeup. And sometimes I use it if I just wake up, wash my face, and I need to moisturize. I'll probably 9 times out of 10 use this one too. After I moisturize my face, I use my freaking, I have to, I don't know if it's just me, but before I even put anything on my lips and when I'm starting like the whole makeup process, I have to. When I say I have to, y'all, I have to freaking use lip balm on my lips before I start my makeup. And this lip balm, let me freaking tell y'all, it's the best lip balm, lip chap, whatever you want to call it, you can ever, I mean ever. It's literally the best. Eyebrows and my lashes done, so everything is crisp and smooth for this makeup tutorial. So I brush.
Hold on, y'all, I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, y'all, so now I got my clips. I feel like I'm complete, okay?
Out my lashes, but my brows first. And I use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the color dark brown. So I use dark brown on my eyebrows. So I start in the middle, kind of like, not really, it's not directly in the middle, kind of like halfway in the front. So I start there and draw out my line. But I don't start drawing the line in the front. And then I just outline. So once I start drawing the outline, I'll do the top. And I'll start about in the same spot as I did at the bottom. So once I start and I outline the top, I end up going back in the middle and just filling it in. And when it comes to the top or the front of the brow, I just do this. That's it. I wipe most of the product off and I just brush a little bit in the front, and it is it. Like, I don't even touch the front because I like it to look more ombre-ish. So I'm about to do the next eyebrow and then we'll go to the next step. So this is the concealer I use on my under eyes, chin, nose, and I also use this under my eyebrows. And sometimes I will end up using foundation. If I don't use my concealer, I'll use my foundation, but I am going to use my concealer. And it's crazy because I have two different ones, but this one is the ultra creamy and this one is just the regular kind. So I'm gonna use the ultra creamy. This is the one I use, and like I said, it's in the shade Tan Deep Sand. So that is what I use on my eyebrows. So when it comes
we use the same shit
under my eyes, under only
What kind
do
she got?
the bottom. I never do the top. So I only
Look.
concealer on my
Sand,
brows
deep sand.
under it.
That's what I
A
use
little
too, y'all.
bit
I had no
brush,
clue.
and I kind of just outline it. And this is really just to clean
That's
it up.
crazy. I had no clue.
And I go right.
Okay. So we're gonna do
And I just
that.
outline the whole brow. And like I said, I don't put it on the top. I know some people put it on top. I've never really put it on top because usually when I just end up putting on my foundation, it blends out well. And I don't really use a lot because a lot isn't even needed. I kind of just use it to...
Okay, so y'all, since I am actually... Okay, so she used the deep sand. I think she's like a little bit darker than me. I'm going to go up a shade lighter because my deep sand is actually my color for the winter. Is it my winter? No, the deep sand concealer I use is the color for my summer. Because technically I'll be like 4 shades darker than I am now. So I'm going to mix my deep sand with my light medium. Okay, and then we're going to outline the brows with that. Because technically, like I said, the deep sand is a highlighter for my summer color. It's typically like 2 shades lighter. So we're going to pause right there.
Small, like really short, small lashes doesn't compliment my eyes.
I can't do
I
short
feel
lashes
like
either, y'all. My
I
lashes,
have
they
big.
just falling
So
out.
I just blend the concealer under my eyebrows, and once you blend it out, it looks really good. You can't even really tell you have any type of concealer on under your eyes. And boom, that is it. So next step after that, after I conceal my brows, like I said, I don't put anything on the top. I brush them out a little bit. So once my brows is done, I go in, and it's weird that I skip this step before I do my brows, but I do it after my brows. This is my primer I use. It's the one I like because it's so, when I say it's so soothing on the skin, and I feel like this is a reason why I usually don't wear makeup. It's because sometimes I hate, when I say I hate the smell of makeup, I hate it. And the only time I like wearing makeup is if my moisturizer or my primer smells good. And this one smells really good and it hydrates my face so good. And I just use this primer all over my face. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, sometimes if I'm really rushing, this makeup tour is probably gonna be long because it's like step by step and I'm showing you all my products, but it literally only takes me about 10 minutes or less to do my makeup. And sometimes I skip primer, sometimes. So after I prime my face, I go in with my concealer the same.
So I got my eyebrows done, y'all. I'm just blending it out. I just took another brush to blend it out with because my brush is not that big that I used. Okay.
Like really short, small lashes doesn't compliment my eyes. So I feel like I have to have them big. So I just blend the concealer under my eyebrows. And once you blend it out, it looks really good. And you can't even really tell you have any type of concealer on under your eyes. And boom, that is it. So next step after that, after I conceal my brows, like I said, I don't put anything on the top. I brush them out a little bit. So once my brows is done, I go in, and it's weird that I skip this step before I do my brows, but I do it after my brows. This is my primer I use. It's the one I like because it's so, when I say it's so soothing on the skin, and I feel.
So I'm gonna use my primer now, y'all.
This is a reason why I usually don't wear makeup. It's because sometimes I hate, when I say I hate the smell of makeup, I hate it. And the only time I like wearing makeup is if my moisturizer or my primer smells good. And this one smells really good and it hydrates my face so good. And I just use this primer all over my face. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, sometimes if I'm really rushing, this makeup tour is probably gonna be long because it's like step by step and I'm showing you all my products, but it literally only takes me about 10 minutes or less to do my makeup. And sometimes I skip primer, sometimes. So after I prime my face, I go in with my concealer, the same shade I used under my brows. And if you can see, like on the side of my cheeks, I have dark marks. And that's because I rarely get pimples. And the only time I would get pimples is if I'm coming on my period. And every single time I get a pimple, it always ends up on the same spot. It's either this cheek or this cheek. And I have a habit of picking my pimples and not letting them just do what it do and just disappearing. So that's kind of like.
So now I'm taking the same concealer and I'm going and I'm gonna blotch those dark spots I have. Okay.
End up with dark marks. So like I have dark marks here.
This is a step I don't typically do.
So I just conceal it before I end up putting on my foundation, letting it dry a little bit. And I feel like once it dries, when I let it dry, it covers up the marks so good. And sometimes if I'm rushing to do my makeup, I would end up skipping this step. But I feel like if I really want to have nothing peeking through, no dark marks, this is the step I do.
Dang, my shit
So once that is dried up, I end up going in with my foundation. And let me tell y'all, this is literally.
So y'all, for my foundation, I'm using Tarte. Okay, and I do mix my shades. Because I really love this foundation. So that's what I'm gonna be using to do foundation today. My Tarte, and I use color Tan Deep Golden. Okay. And I mix it with a lighter color. Because like I said, my shades change throughout the season. Right now I'm lighter, but typically I'm usually this color in the summer completely, which I guess is more of the year's actual shade naturally. So yes, this is my color, and I'm gonna mix it with a lighter color.
Born This Way foundation, and my skin tone, I use this year round. I feel like sometimes you're supposed to, like in the summertime, when you get tan or you get darker in the summer, you change your foundations, but this is literally the foundation I use all year round. Summer, winter, spring, fall. I like applying my foundation with a makeup brush, but I only like blending it with a beauty blender. And this,
so we're gonna apply with a makeup brush.
So you don't need too much, but I be adding too much. So if you can tell, I kind of applied it where I did my concealer, so it covers up. And then after that, I literally just blend. Blend, baby. With my beauty blender all around under the eye.
No, y'all, I typically do the opposite. I'll apply with my I'll put it on with like the back of my brush, and then I'll just use the brush to blend out. So we're gonna use a beauty blender like she said. Damn, it's not moist. So
then I skip my eyes. Like I don't wear eyeshadow. Ever since I started getting lash extensions, I just don't wear eyeshadow on my eyes because I don't like to ruin my lashes, and I don't feel like it's needed when you have such big lashes like me. You can't even really see on top of my eyeball.
This is so hard
to wear eyeshadow. So I don't wear eyeshadow, y'all. So if you're a person to wear eyeshadow, you can add your eyeshadow with this look, in my makeup look. But if you have lash extensions like me,
yeah, I don't know.
And you know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna have to go back to my brush, y'all.
The girls that get it, and the girls that don't. And so once I blend my.
So y'all, like, I understand where she's coming from with that, because I was wearing lash extensions for like 4 or 5 months recently, and I never wear eyeshadow just off the strength of me not want to mess my lashes up as well. So I actually been letting these fall off because I'm gonna give them a break, and then I'm gonna go get a new set. I feel like doing it like that, it like dried or something. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like it dried up, my foundation dried up. I'm about to go back in a little bit, y'all, with a couple more. That was too funny, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so I blended mine out, y'all.
And like, once I blend my foundation, I end up going over it again with more. If I feel like I want more. And I feel like this is the reason why my makeup goes fast, and it's probably because I skip lashes and I skip eyeshadow. Alrighty, so once my makeup is blend, I do my concealer again. And this is under my eyes. This is in the shade, again, Tan Deep Sand. So I go in with the shade Tan, and I only do this a little bit. Like, I don't use a lot because this is really light. And I do the inner corner.
So y'all, she's using Tan Deep Sand, but like I was saying, Tan Deep Sand is actually the color I use in the summer. So I'm gonna go in with my light brown, light medium, and do the same thing she's doing. Cause your highlight, like your concealer has to be a little bit lighter than your skin. Like,
in the corner there, and I do a little side corner there, and a little side corner there. That's it. And that's with tan. So that's the only time I really use that one. That's really light. And then that, it doesn't matter where you start to blend, but I always, for some reason, go to like my chin and my upper lip first when I blend. And when it comes to contour, I use eyeliner. So I did use my tape. I used.
so this is where she put hers at. We are going to start blending.
Use the Shape Tape concealer in the shade Espresso for my concealer, but I didn't really start to like it no more. It started to look too harsh, so I just ended up doing an eyeliner pencil, just drawing it on my nose, and then I blend it out when I blend my nose. And for my sides, I use By Mario, and I love this because it has the brush. And I just use this for the sides. I do a little, and this is the cream contour. I used to use
so I don't
powder,
have a,
but
I don't have a cream contour, what you call it, so I'm going to use my powder contour that I have. And I'm just gonna go in the same motion as she. She's kind of dragging it here. Okay, so I'm gonna drag it there on both sides.
like it looked too harsh, so I started using cream. And I don't really do too much when it comes to my contour. I only use a little bit, and then I just blend it in. I blend the contour in first before I end up blending my concealer, because once I blend my concealer, it'll blend out any harsh lines that the dark contour stick may have made. So once I blend that in, I blend out the rest of my concealer. And this is the reason why I end up using the tan Shape Tape as well as the regular deep one, because I feel like it brightens the under eye a little more, which I like that look. So, but that's the only reason why I use it in the front, in the back. Blend it on in. I feel like after my makeup tutorial is done, you all gonna be like, There. That's it. Yes. I literally been telling y'all, like, my makeup is so easy. Comment below, what is y'all favorite part of y'all makeup? I feel like my favorite part of a makeup look is my lips. Like, that is literally my favorite part. So, like, when it comes to my lips, I can't wait to get to that step because that is probably
The lips is actually my favorite too, y'all.
favorite. Alright.
It's the lips and the contour for me.
Next up is my powder, and I use two different ones. I use Fenty Beauty in the shade Honey, and I also use Dolora one as well in the shade Translucent Honey. So these are the two I use. The one I use the most will probably be the Fenty Beauty one, but
So y'all, like De'Ara, she typically uses her contour. She says she used her contour blend out to like make up for the harsh lines. And then I typically use powder as well for my contour instead of a liner. Okay. So yeah.
still love the Laura ones as well, so I think that's the one I'm gonna use today. So when it comes to the setting powder, I just use my beauty blender again, pat it, tap it a little bit, all on my beauty blender, and then just dab under my eyes, under my cheeks, like below where I did my contour, on my nose, my forehead, upper lip. So it's kind of, I put all my setting powder where I apply my concealer. And I like a lot of this, y'all. A lot. And when it comes to powder contour, like I said, I don't really like using the powder contour to contour my face. I only do it really after I apply my setting powder all over. So I'll go back in. Well, y'all see when I do it. But it's literally the only time I use it. Oh, baby! She finna be looking good. So, like I said, I like a lot of this. So don't judge me. I put a lot on. So once that is done, I let that sit until after I do a little of my powder contour. And this is, I had this exact one and I ended up dropping it, so I had to get a whole new one, but it's the powder contour. It is the same brand that I use for my eyebrows, Anastasia, and this is a contour palette. I go in with the one in the middle and the one that's darker, so I kind of mix both of those, dust it off, and I end up just going in. So once I do that, I'll blend out the setting powder with the side that I use my foundation, so it's still a little foundation, so when I blend it out, it blends good. And boom. So when it comes to my under eyes, my forehead, and kind of everywhere where you conceal, I like for my setting powder to be a little bright and peek through, because I like that, I don't know what you call it, powdery look. Like, I like the way it makes my under eyes look. So I ended up just going in again and blending in, but this time I use the Fenty Beauty one in the shade Honey. I just go back in and blend, 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 blend. And y'all, my favorite part is almost coming up, which is my lips. Use it under my eyes. The only time I use mascara under my eyes is if I'm getting my makeup done. Again, professionally done, but when I do my makeup, I do not use mascara. I don't use it under my eyes, and obviously I don't use it on my lash extensions. But this is the under eye pen I use, and I think this is from the Sephora collection. This is what I use. And that is literally the only thing I do for under my eyes. I don't use any other color but black, like only matte, only black. And I just go under.
Okay, y'all, so I have a black pencil for my under eye. If I do typically go under my eye, I always use a color like white. I like white under eyes. it's either gonna be white or whatever color my makeup is. I still can put it on, by the way.
This one is actually for under eyes, but honestly, I only use under eye pencils for my lips because I feel like those be like the more, what's the word for it? Like it's more pigment to me. Like I feel like it's darker, and I like dark brown lip liner.
Okay, y'all, I like dark brown lip liner as well, but this is the Bold Lip Liner by NK Makeup, okay?
You can use any lip liner, y'all, or you can use any under eyeliner, but make sure it's dark brown. So I used the Duo one, and I just got this from the beauty supply store. I don't even know if they sell this one anymore, but I use this one, and I also use a freaking Trends. It's in the shade Trendsetter size, probably way taller, but now look at it because I didn't use it up. But I sharpened it up a little bit for the longest. Here it is. So I go in with that pencil, and then I end up going back over it again with my Duo. So this one isn't as dark as this one, which is why I end up lining my lips with this one first, and then going back in with this one to kind of like blend it in a little bit to make my line thicker. So once my lips are lined, I go in with the other side of the Duo pencil, which, let me see, I never even really paid attention because honestly I sometimes only use the brown, so I never really paid attention what the colors was, but it's Malted Chai. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's Malted Chai. So I end up going with this side for the middle of my lips. And then after that, this is going to be the fun part. It's my lip gloss. So I use a whole bunch of lip glosses because the one I use all the time, I believe, is discontinued, and that one was from MAC. So I kind of used this all up. So I had to get a new one. But this one was my favorite. I'm pretty sure y'all can find dupes, which I show y'all or tell y'all all the ones I use. But this is the one I always use, and I'm using it up until it's not even show pink no more. So this bottle is clear. But this is in the color Snob. So this is the one I use all the time. Also, this one, which I stole this one from my makeup artist. And this one is Morphe. And this one is in the shade Flower Crown. These two are honestly my favorite. For warning, it makes your lips tingle. But I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to do because this lip injection is supposed to plump your lips up. But it makes your lips tingle, y'all. But it don't tingle the whole time. It stops after a while. But I'm just warning y'all. So my lips is done in eyeliner, and I don't use this on my eyes. I only use this for my beauty marks. One right here and one right there. I do not skip the step, and even when I'm getting my makeup done, I tell them do not forget my beauty marks. So I just...
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna take this moment to put on my lashes. Like I said, I typically have extensions, but I said that I was gonna take a break from extensions for a minute. Because the very last time I got extensions, my eyes were actually burning that time, and I just didn't want to go through that again. I think my lash tech changed glues or something, and yeah, that shit had burned my eye. Okay, my shit was burning. So I have these cute little lashes. I'm gonna put these on now, but that's crazy because whenever I get my lashes done, I actually get them done. They actually look similar to hers when they're done, but I absolutely love them. I always get them super long because I've always been a super long girl. I just always love super long lashes. So yeah, let me see how these feel because these looking kind of light, these lashes. They're looking like not as volumed to me. Let me see how they look. I mean, I guess they'll work. They'll work. I would have had them thicker though, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I had to fight and put these lashes on because guess what? I ain't put no lashes on and so freaking long. But yeah, let's continue the tutorial.
Mine, because this is actually where I have beauty marks, but when I put on foundation, it covers it up, so I just kind of add them back so you can see them. And it is one right here, kind of in the corner, and then kind of one.
I didn't even realize her nose ring on the same side. That's crazy. That is so crazy to me. Okay. She put one right there.
I don't like them all big because my natural ones aren't big. So add those,
and
then I go in with my setting spray. So this has become my favorite, but I also have another.
Now y'all, when I do beauty marks, when I do my beauty marks, I always put them on my right side. The side that's not on my nose side. But we went ahead and added them on that side because of what she did. And yeah, that's just crazy to me how we use the same concealer. The fact that we use the same concealer is crazy. The fact that I always use these hairpins is crazy. The fact that we got a nose ring on the same side is crazy. It's crazy. And these are things that, you know, like nose rings and stuff I've had before I even figured out who she was. That's so crazy. Okay.
And that one is the all-nighter setting spray, and that one I freaking love. But this one I love as well. So since my all-nighter one is out of stock, I'm using this one, and this is, I believe this one is the Tilbury, and it's the Airbrush Flawless.
So I'm going to be using my Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Spray by e.l.f. That's what I'm going to use.
Setting spray. Oh, it smells so good. That is it. After I set my face, let it dry. And sometimes if I'm wearing makeup and I'm not setting my spray, like I'm not setting my face, I'm not actually using an actual setting spray, I'll use my rose spray, but it's not a setting spray, it's just facial spray. So this is the one I use on my face. If I'm not using the setting spray, I use this rose petal.
I think it's very cute. It's very dope. I definitely will probably use this method again, but I do still have my own little ways that I love about the way that I do my makeup now. I see in this video she didn't use any highlight, and I definitely love me some highlight, so I would definitely be using highlight on the regular. But yeah, pretty much we always kind of did the same lip combinations. Always do a dark liner with either a nudish color lipstick or something like that, or even since my lips are really pink up under this, I'll just do an outline with my natural lip and the gloss. So you know what I'm saying, like that. But yeah, today I didn't have my extensions, but yeah, so I did add my own lashes. But yeah, this is how it looks. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me how y'all feel like it came out. I do also think it's funny that she puts her beauty marks and I just put mine on the opposite side or whatnot, and it's pretty cool. So today I feel like I'm looking like Tiara. Y'all tell me, like, the craziest thing ever is the fact that when I'm out and I'm styling and I'm profiling, people be stopping me from all over. They be like, oh my God, you look just like Tiara. People just told you look like Tiara. You look like Tiara. So I just think it's funny that being from Michigan, I never heard that. Never. And then soon as I moved to Atlanta, first couple days, oh, you look like her, you look like her. I know I'm a lot chunkier and things like that, but people do still tell me damn near everywhere I go sometimes that I look like her. So that's dope. I mean, you know, I love it. She's a beautiful person. That's a great comparison. You feel me? Great comparison. But y'all also get the moment I throw some glasses on, I get her. I also get Angela Simmons, and then I get who was the last person? Tessa Thompson or something like that. So these are all my lookalikes. But what better than to sit here and feel me do my makeup like Tiara, how she do her makeup? Nothing. So y'all tell me how y'all like it. What do y'all think about it? Comment down below. And yeah, y'all, as always, I love you guys. This is super dope. If you guys have any other videos that you want me to do, make sure you comment them down below. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye.